Thank you, everyone. I'm Vipin. In the next 5 minutes, I want to show you how I've been using game engines to speculate about climate futures. This works. So I wear multiple hats. So these are the three main ones. I'm originally an architect from the island of Mauritius, where we are generally at the front line of climate change. So around 2012, I started experimenting with games. And I quickly realized that architecture alone couldn't give me immersion. And it's this ability to put someone inside the space. And this sent me in a rabbit hole to do research, asking how can we use these tools to make people feel the climate impact. So I've been making games for about 10 years, so just a few up there, so mostly passion games. I tried looking at mechanics, character design, also how I could draw my levels and use new technology, augmented reality, to add to my repertoire. Been testing and experimenting, and this is the last one I've been developing, my most ambitious yet, and which takes place on the island, so very ethnic game. And so this is what I've been doing. This is what I started: spatial design, so plans, sections, and elevations. Thinking about how people will inhabit spaces, environments, houses, buildings. And I thought it would be cool to use the know-how I had and actually use this spatial thinking by merging game engines into architecture. So as you can see, it's like a first-person game, but inside a gallery that I was designing at the time. And I thought it would be cool to add, the minimap to show where people are inside the space. So this was used mostly for people who couldn't read technical drawings, and that really resonated with them. So you could actually see heights and the space. So when I started my PhD, I found that climate communication, it exists, but tends to be dense, academic, and disconnected to what people are trying to reach. And I looked what we have as game developers and thought that we already have the ingredients. So we have game engines that can project us into future worlds. I've been using photogrammetry, so using photos, it could be videos also, to recreate real physical environments and turn them into meshes that we can navigate. Virtual reality is the technology which I'm using, along with the hand tracking, to create genuine embodied presence. And these are tools that are available now, accessible. And the question was, how can I point them to climate communication? So just quickly to show a bit of context, that's the site I use, which we normally do in architecture. We go to the site. I did a photogrammetry. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's replicating the site in 3D using the images, and put that on the game engine Unity, which I'm using. But to be honest, it was quite heavy, so I had to optimize quite a bit, texture compression, backlighting, etc. And I was using the MetaQuest 3, so there's no barrier, no tethering. And this is the video. So it's a snippet of the project I'm currently working on, so it's not the final version, but so the idea is people using their hands instead of controllers without the barrier of being tethered, and based on research papers on the IPCC, the UN, aligning with future projections. But also, I learned this really cool word, design fiction. So I'm designing actually what a speculative future will look like. And that's what I've been doing. So I've used this with participants on the Gold Coast and in Mauritius, and these are some of the feedback I got. So the sense of embodiment, they felt coolness in their feet, which is something quite strong. That some of the feedbacks I got. Purely physical sensation triggered by the virtual environment. And the preliminary responses point to something quite significant, that game engines are flexible, adaptable tools that can generally trigger emotional embodied responses. So now my next step is to see how we can translate those provoked emotions from the virtual world into real world agency, in a way, closing the loop. Thank you. That's it for me today.